So it's my last chemo infusion today, and I get to ring a bell that says, "Yay, I'm done." And so Tom is going to show me ringing the bell, and then I get to show you the fabulous team of nurses that have worked with me over the last 4 months. All right, here we go. All right, so you can hold it.
What was that one?
All right.
Love. I wasn't sure I wanted to come to this. You know, it's each time it gets harder to come because I'm so weak, but I knew I needed to, and today isn't the hard day. It's the next week. Yeah.
A couple days out, yeah.
So I'm back home now. We were gone. Let's see, we left at 7 this morning and we got back at 4. So we were gone 9 hours. It takes that long. Only takes us about 35 minutes to drive to the clinic. So then we check in. I have blood work. I meet with my doctor. And then I go up for chemo. And the chemo infusion itself takes 5 hours now. The first chemo took longer, but now I don't get my steroids by infusion through my port. Now I get my steroids the night before, having had my terrible reaction, allergic reaction to the chemo drug. They give me high doses of steroids the night before to prevent it, and it works. So a couple of things. First of all, you saw us cheering on that I am finished with my chemotherapy infusions today. I've had 6. They were every 3 weeks, so it's taken 4 months. And I am thrilled to be done. But with it comes a little anxiety because I don't know yet if it was effective. Now, the test results that they do take in the office or from the blood work, a couple of things they look at are looking good, but I will have a CT scan in 3 weeks, and that will show whether this has stopped the cancer or not, at least temporarily. Then I meet with my oncologist in 4 weeks and go over the results of everything. At that point, we'll have some decisions to make. And I can't worry about it ahead of time. I know my doctor's got me in his mind for lots of different options. We've talked about a couple of them, but it all depends on the test results. So when that time comes and I meet with him, I will do another video and I will share with you the things he had to say. There are a few things that I did learn about ovarian cancer, and I thought I'd share them with you. One is that ovarian and colorectal cancer, cancer of the colon, both of these cancers might cause a fluid buildup in your legs or your abdomen. My legs are not swollen at all, but my abdomen is. It has increased in size. Now I feel bloated and I have a lot of gas. The gas is not food related because I have been careful not to eat the foods that create more gas. However, they call it the chemo belly. Chemo belly. I have chemo belly. I had I had a big belly to begin with, but it's bigger. However, chemo belly is because your abdomen is bloated and gassy and uncomfortable during and following chemotherapy. And you gain weight because of that fluid buildup. You also gain weight because you're not as active as you used to be. Now, I do walk a quarter of a mile at least 5 days a week. Some days I feel too weak to go out, like today, because I just got home too late. And if I wait until after 1 o'clock, I don't feel like going out for my walk because I'm too tired. I need to do it in the morning, usually right after breakfast. That's when I have my most energy. But I have been walking the same route, the same distance for, 4 months, 5 months. Well, okay. The 4 months during my chemotherapy. I did get out there shortly after my surgery, after I got home, and did some small walks and built it up to the quarter of a mile. So really it's been like 4.5 months. But anyway, you'd think that I was building up stamina, but I'm not. I am losing muscle tone. Because remember, the chemo drugs they're giving me are stopping all new growth in the body, all new tissue growth. And they're effective with what they do. But they don't just target the ovarian cells, the cancer cells. They target all new growth in the body. So I'm getting weaker because my muscles are not building up. They're reducing. My heart is beating. If I just walk across the room and back, my pulse rate goes up, my blood pressure goes up. I can feel it. And I'm weak. I sit here on the couch and I think, okay, I can get up and go do this task. Put the plastic containers in the cupboard when they've come out of the dishwasher. I am so tired when I'm done doing that. I come back and have to sit down. I literally do very little right now. And it's because I just can't. I'm just exhausted all the time. And I'm more exhausted now than I was a month ago. I take a nap most days because I'm so tired. My sleep patterns have changed during chemo. Now, I have needed to get up at least once at night to use the restroom because I have a small bladder and I drink a lot of fluids. So usually I do get up at least once during the night and then I go right back to bed and fall asleep. But remember, I'm losing muscle tone. So my bladder and the muscles in it that help control the flow of your urine and when it releases, those have gotten weaker as well as all muscles in my body. Now, I am not incontinent, which means that I have no control over my bladder. But when I feel that I need to go, I have to go immediately. Otherwise, I will dribble on the way to the bathroom, which is a nuisance. I've never had that problem. Hopefully, all of this stuff is short term. What do I mean by short term? We don't know. Everybody's different. 3 months, 6 months, a year. I don't know. I will notice differences. I will start to feel better on my 4th week. I've got 1 week of not feeling good, but I will say, working with my palliative care doctor, who is as fabulous as my other doctor, my oncologist, he tells me that it takes 3 weeks for the body just to recover from chemotherapy. They don't give me my doses earlier than 3 weeks because my body needs time just to recover from the chemotherapy. I'm toxic for a couple of days. I don't feel good for a week. And then I feel pretty good week 2 and week 3. And then I go back in for another chemo infusion. What he tells me is that what I think is feeling good during weeks 2 and 3 is going to get a lot better in week 4. That when week 4 comes, I'm going to really feel better. Now, I'm not going to magically all of a sudden have muscle tone and my heartbeat's going to go stable again and my blood pressure's going to go down. And no, it takes time. But I'm going to start feeling better by week 4. And hopefully every month after, I'm going to feel that much better. I do want to say one other serious side effect of chemotherapy with the drugs that I'm using and the doses I'm using is high blood sugar levels. And I have talked about that. They are high. They knew they would be high. They assure me it has nothing to do with my diet at this point. It is because of the chemo drugs. But I did see my PC, and I am diabetic at this point. My AC1 is 6.7, and anything above 6 is considered diabetic. My PC tells me that she gets more concerned and more aggressive with treatment when the AC1 is above 7. So, but she is treating it. And I take metformin. I do 1,000 milligrams a day, and you take it with food. And then her recommendation is that, and she makes this recommendation, she says it's kind of a rule of thumb, that when you take a diabetic medicine, you also take a high cholesterol medicine. My cholesterol has gone up in the last 4 months. I'm not happy about it. My eating patterns haven't really changed. I do probably snack a little more often, but not on stuff that would cause high cholesterol. So, again, what's short term? I see her in 4 months. Hopefully, my A1C levels will be better. Maybe I need to be on it 6 months or a year. It's still considered short term because my body will heal itself. But my body can't heal everything in a very short period of time. I feel good. Mentally, I'm in a good spot. I'm positive about this. I've told you before, my oldest son, Zach, early on said, Mom, you just believe that you no longer have cancer until you're told differently. Now, as I said when I started this video, I am a little anxious about the test results. I'm still positive, but I cannot help but think, what if? But I will say that I have the best team of doctors working with me, and I will accept whatever comes down the road. But I'm still positive, and I'm hopeful, and I want to say thank you to all of you that watch my videos, to my friends, my family, my Avon customers, those of you that don't know me, that watch and comment. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. You will never know how much your support and your comments mean to me. I know I'm loved. I know I'm liked by most people. I'm a pretty friendly person. but I had no idea how genuine and how far-reaching these videos have been for others. And what a blessing that I am a former teacher, that I feel comfortable talking in front of the camera, unrehearsed, no scripting. I do have a few notes so I don't forget to say something, which, by the way, brings up another symptom, and it's called brain fog. And I do have a little bit of that. I'm very coherent, but sometimes when I'm talking, I forget the word that I want to say. It's just not there. And so I find another way of saying it, or I try really hard to concentrate, and then it usually comes. Sometimes it comes later when the conversation's finished. It's just a natural thing that happens with these chemo drugs. Some people have it a lot worse than I do. Mine is mild, but it's apparent to me. It's not to anyone else because we all forget things sometimes or can't have an instant recall. So people just think it's that, but it's not. I notice it because I have more of those episodes now where I don't recall the exact word that I'm wanting to say. Again, short term, we don't know. As we get older, because I did just turn 66 last week, and as we get older, of course, we're always thinking of age-related dementia, and we joke about it, we tease about it. I mean, I hope I don't get dementia. That's tough, but we don't know what's coming down the road. Live your life every day. Find things to enjoy and be pleased about in your life, because a lot of people don't have the same opportunities that you do. And even if you're really tired or frustrated or angry, get some help with what you're frustrated about. Talk out your anger and count your blessings. And seriously, just enjoy every day, because we never know when it's taken from us. I can die of something different than cancer. My husband and I were talking about longevity for me, and he said, he's healthy, but he said, he could go before me. We just don't know. He has been a huge help to me, a tremendous help, and very supportive, as all of you have been. And I want to say thank you. So unless I think of something to say before 4 weeks from now, I definitely will make a video that talks about my doctor appointment and my test results. If you have questions, please ask them. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. As you can tell, I'm pretty open about the side effects and what chemotherapy has been like. And I hope that you found it helpful. Thanks so much. I love you all. Bye.